Hello, dear guys. How are you? I am glad to see you at my online lesson. My name is Марал and today I want to present you my lesson. Are you ready? Let's start. Before beginning our lesson, I want to ask you, how do you think? What theme we'll be going to learn with you? The theme of our lesson consists of the following structure. It's English grammar. Every sentence begins with the word if. This English grammar divided into 5 types. Sentences using with to clause, main clause, and if clause. Are you right? Today we have the theme about the conditional. Conditional sentences is English grammar. Conditional structures in English that establish what will happen if a certain event takes place or if a certain action is performed. We know English conditionals divided into 5 types. Zero conditional, first conditional, the second conditional, the third conditional, mixed conditional, and today we'll learn about the second conditional. The second conditional is used to imagine present or future situation that's impossible or unlikely in reality. The second conditional uses the past simple after if, then would, and the infinitive. The form of the second conditional is if plus past simple would plus infinitive. For example, if I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. If I met the Queen of England, I would say hello. If I had wings, I would fly like a bird. If we use the verb to be in the second conditional, we use were in the past simple in all forms. If I were, if you were, if we were, if they were, if she were, if he were, if it were. For example, if I were a rich man, I would fly to the moon. If she were a famous actress, she would be a rich. Look at this and find sentences with the second conditional. If she had a baby, she would be the best mother. He wouldn't be so rich if he were not clear. If he trained a lot, he wouldn't be champion. Complete the conditional sentences by putting the verbs into the correct form. If we had a yacht, we would sail the 7 seas. If they told their father, he would be very angry. She spent a year in the USA. If it would be easier to get a green card. If I lived in a lonely island, I would run around naked all day. And now, after we remember the theme, we can sing a song. Let's sing together.
If you had $1 million, what would you do? What would you do? And if you had $1 million, what would you do? What would you do? I'd buy the biggest boat. I'd drive the fastest car. I'd watch the biggest TV. I'd see the greatest movies. I'd eat the nicest food. I'd listen to the coolest songs. I'd party at the hippest nightclubs. I'd dance with the hottest girls. I'd buy, I'd drive, I'd watch, I'd eat, I'd listen, and I'd party all day. I'd drive, I'd watch, I'd eat, I'd listen, and I'd dance all night. 'Cause if you had $1 million, what would you do? What would you do? If you had $1 million, what would you do? What would you do? I'd learn to play guitar, I'd drink the finest wine, I'd wear the brightest diamonds, and I'd speak fluent English. I'd swim the longest river, I'd climb the tallest mountain, I'd travel around the world, and I'd give it all away. I'd learn, I'd drink, I'd speak, I'd swim, I'd climb, I'd give it all away. I'd learn, I'd drink, I'd speak, I'd swim, I'd climb, I'd give it all away. So if you had $1 million, what would you do? What would you do? And if you had $1 million, what would you do? What would you do?
I want to say thank you to everyone who worked with me. I think the lesson was interesting and useful. The lesson is over. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck and be healthy. Goodbye.